The 10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Good morning, meteorologist Sarah Osterbein here, and it's definitely getting a lot clearer, especially over top of Poor Mountain. Now, if you look in the foreground, you can see a little bit of low-lying moisture, and we could see some fog linger into the next little bit. But for the most part, we're going to start to see more of a clear up and lead into a beautiful day today, as well as into tomorrow. We will see a little bit more clouds as we go into tomorrow, but we are going to drop those temperatures just a little bit. That said, once we go into the early portion of the work week, that's when we're going to start to see those temperatures really plummet, but very temporarily. So taking a look at our fog and clouds, we're seeing that clear out. And now keep in mind, a lot of it is not being picked up on the radar. This was only mapping the really dense fog. So it's very possible to be seeing some fog, mainly in the low-lying areas of, say, some cities. There could be some in Roanoke, and we definitely are still seeing some over in Wytheville. So keep that in mind if you're getting ready to head out in the next little bit. Now, taking a look at our futurecast, we're going to remain dry for the rest of the day. In fact, not seeing a cloud in the sky as of 2 p.m. Once we go into tonight, we'll see a little bit of cloud coverage come into play ahead of that cold front that's going to pull through right around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Now, we could see a little bit of rain cells pop behind that, but for the most part, we're remaining pretty dry as we go into tomorrow. Seeing a lot of overcast skies as we go, especially into the evening hours. Could see some partially cloudy skies right before that. Now, it's going to stick around as we go early into Monday. Very overcast. It's going to build up even more, in fact, and then we're going to start to see our next weather maker come into play. It's going to start mainly in the afternoon and then really start to hammer down as we go into the evening hours right around dinner time of Monday. We're going to be seeing some mixed precip, could see some snow, not anticipating much, if any, accumulation come from this. And even so, the temperatures today and tomorrow are going to be so warm that we're likely not to see any really major effects come from this. So we could see some slick spots in the morning hours of Tuesday. But as we look at today, we're being very warm across the board. Roanoke getting up to 68 degrees, South Boston 65, Independence 61, and Hot Springs will see a high temperature of 58 degrees today. So it's going to be a warm day today. Taking a look at that temperature setup, most of the country is actually seeing above average temperatures across the board. As we head into tomorrow, very similar setup. We do see a lot more cold air across the north, being a little bit more extending towards the south, and we will see slightly drop in temperatures as we go into tomorrow. But once we hit Monday, that's when we're really going to see the temperatures plummet very temporarily, because we'll see the temperature be 37 degrees on Monday, start to warm up slightly as we go into Tuesday, 46 degrees here in Roanoke. And by the time we get to Wednesday, we're already back in the 60s. And as we go into Thursday, a lot warmer. But once we get to Friday, go ahead and take a look. We're going to see those temperatures actually get into the 70s. 75-degree high on Friday. So I have really good hopes for this weekend, Abby, and I hope we see these warm temperatures stick around, because I'm quite frankly tired of the cold, wet, wintry precip, snow, all the above.
75 is music to my ears.
Amen.
Music to my ears. That's summertime weather.
It really is, and I really hope that it sticks around. We are so close to spring, so I hope that we won't see the temperatures drop too much from here on out. And apparently our temperature outlook is looking like we will be seeing above average temperatures for the next little bit.
That is all I've wanted to hear for months at this point. We went through
Agreed.
so much of that bitter cold. I'm not a cold weather fan. I think everybody knows that. I'm kind of like Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold. Just right, and this is just right.